about the hauntings of Piemonte, Deli was that Olga, who was the owner, she passed away in the year 2000. But at the time, she was still working before she retired and passed away. So the story was that when she passed away, again, just like the chicken pie shop, she loved that place so much. And so people believe that she's haunting the Piemonte Deli. Now, workers has claimed that they've seen her play tricks on them. Hello, witches and orbs. Welcome to WitchDarkTales podcast. We are your host, I'm in Witch.
And I'm Miguel. Hey.
Now, within this podcast, we're going to be talking about the hauntings of Tower District, where allegedly from Fresno, we found out so much history there.
Yeah, we did. Scary.
Now, with that being said, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. And before we do, viewer discretion is advised. But let's get straight into this podcast. So if you're from Fresno, you already know we talk about haunted places and its history.
Yeah.
Now, I found out that Grand Marie Chicken Pie Shop was haunted.
It is.
Yeah, so you know how we always go to Tower District all the time?
Oh, that's pretty much every Saturday night.
Why would you expose us like that? Let's try that again.
No? Okay.
No, I'm just joking. No, but I found out that the chicken pie shop was actually haunted. Now, it is said that on the corner of Wishon and Olive, this place was opened in 1956, where there was a building at the time before there was a parking lot. And you know how when we go park the car, there's the chicken pie shop right there, and in the Dollar Tree where we park the car?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, on the other side, there's another parking lot.
Yeah, so a smaller parking lot.
Yes, right across from the Tower Theater.
Theater.
But that parking lot was actually another building where the chicken pie shop used to be. Where it was it wasn't demolished, but I don't know, to be honest. I tried to do diggings about that place to see what happened to that spot before they turned into a parking lot, and I couldn't find no answer to it.
No.
But allegedly that's where the building used to be, and then the chicken pie shop moved next door. Well, back to the story. This place was opened in 1956 when there was a building at the time, before there was a parking lot. The owner was owned by Robert Ross and Mary Ross, and her nickname was Grand Marie, hence the name of the building, Grand Marie Chicken Pie Shop. And it's moved to its new location, where it is now currently closed since March 31st, 2019. So the building was right here to the left, and then they moved it to the right, and then they shut down at that date on March 31st, 2019.
19.
Now, that's the history of the building, right? But let's get into the haunted part, because this is why we're all here. So it was said that this place looked like it's frozen in time. Even the customers previous, before, and the generation after said that when they would go there, it looks like how it used to be since it was created in 1956, right? So there was like this big old chicken everywhere. They had, well, chicken, not chicken, it's a rooster, right? Because it's
A rooster.
a rooster. So it looks like roosters everywhere. And in my mind, though, it was giving more like Chinese store, like Chinese restaurant vibes. But I guess they never changed the style, was because the customers will always say, leave it as is. Do not change it. Leave it vintage, like how it is, so the future generation can see how it used to be back in the days. Now, the owner, whose name was Mary Ross, it was said that she passed away, but she didn't pass away in that building. She passed away like at the hospital or at home. Again, we tried to do more diggings and we couldn't find it. But it was said that she would be there, right? And then it says, even though Mary Ross passed away not in the building, though, workers claimed they seen boxes moving on their own and a lot of noises coming from the kitchen. There was the ceiling tile, which it looks heavy, and it looks so heavy that it would randomly move up and down on its own. But here's the thing, the tiles is so heavy. So how was it able to move up and down on its own? That's what I don't understand.
Scary.
So you think she was moving it?
I'm pretty sure she has something to do with it.
What y'all think? Well, off topic, it was said that Mary is still haunting the place to this day. But here's the thing. Even though the parking lot is no longer there to the left of the building, I believe that spirits are able to go through the other buildings to haunt the place. So do you think she's haunting that place? The chicken pie shop there in Tower District?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably. She wanted her soul to be in there.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, the reason why I said that is because of the haunting. Also, get this. Even though the building was already shut down at the time, people claim that they can see her shadow moving through within the building. That's why I'm saying, like, if the building was, well, the previous building, after it was torn down, and if she's allegedly haunting the parking lot, if she's haunting the new building, how is that even possible? Because I also assume spirits can haunt, different places. Drop down a comment, let me know, you guys. Do you guys think that the Grand Marie Chicken Pie Shop is haunted, or was this just another urban legend here in Tower District to actually, well, it can't promote the building because it's already technically closed, I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy, huh? Because we always go to Tower District and we did not know that this place was actually haunted, well, within the area. I'm from Stockton originally, and our Tower District is called 8 Mile, which is crazy. So we have, there's across the street, there's a college, a Pacific College, and then if you go down, now when you think of Tower District, it's going this way. Well, for 8 Mile is going up and like Cedar, going up and down. And so the story was that there was this house that this little girl was mistreated, and again, I can't say certain word, but let's just say she was harassed. I don't want to be disrespectful either. A nasty harassment, because we can't say the S word. Within 8 Mile, again, it's Tower District for Stockton. It was said that people can see her roaming just the area alone. And that's why I didn't think that spirits are able to haunt buildings, and until I realized earlier that, they can go through walls.
Yeah, so pretty much they have a special connection to that area.
Spiritual attachment. Now, I don't know if you guys know what a spiritual attachment is. Spiritual attachment to me means when a spirit is passing away, they go to, or they have this connection to that specific place and time, and so they stay there. Think of it as a tape recorder over and over and over. Now, for example, people who allegedly commit suicide, they are stuck in that time zone, reliving that moment over and over until they can move on. That's what we call earthbound spirits. Back to Grand Marie Chicken Pie Shop that's haunted. Maybe Mary Ross loved that place so much that she didn't want to leave, because maybe that was like her passion. Maybe she loved working there,
Maybe.
Drop down a comment and let us know.
Scary but sad at the same time.
At the same time. So we're going to be moving on to our next story, which is the Piemonte Deli, right there also in Tower District.
Okay, well, back to the stories, Another haunted place that we found out is Piemonte's Deli. Hey, you know where that place is, right?
Well, in Tower District, correct?
Yeah, right now it's in the Tower District. But a little history about it is that it was actually located in Fresno and B Street.
Oh, before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
It was back in 1929. It was originally in Fresno and B Street. And then it opened its new location in the 1960 at the Tower District. Okay? And it was Piemonte Deli started as a meat market in downtown, and it was owned by Sylvia Flores in March 28, 2017. And then a new manager, Ty Erner, he's the one that explained that he moved to the Tower District.
To the Tower District to this day. Right.
Piemonte Deli, he was actually founded by Gina and Olga, Mama Perazzo, who named it after a region in Italy. The business moved to its current location, and their son Larry and Joy took over before they sold it to the Eberwins.
Oh, okay. And that's crazy. No, I didn't know about the history of it, but I do know about the haunting. Since you already told about the history, I love that. Mind you guys, we both do researchers, right? Well, he's more of a history person, and I'm more of like a haunted person. So when he does history, he's looking to the history, and I'm doing the haunted story, And I think that's why we combine to this podcast so much. Now, for the story of the Piemonte Deli, from what I was told was that the urban legend or the hauntings of Piemonte Deli was that Olga, who was the owner, she passed away in the year 2000. But at the time, she was still working before she retired and passed away. So the story was that when she passed away, again, just like the chicken pie shop, she loved that place so much. And so people believe that she's haunting the Piemonte Deli. Now, workers has claimed that they've seen her play tricks on them. Like, make sure they're always on their toes, make sure they're always working. And then others claim that they can see her shadow figure in the back room. And to me, I'm like, well, how do you see a shadow figure? Again, I'm not trying to say she's demonic. I'm not trying to say she's haunting that place, because this is all alleged. This is just from what we did the research with. To me, when I think of a dark shadow, it just sounds sinister. So I don't think Olga was like haunting the back room. I think it was something darker. But people have claimed that they said Olga was haunting the back room. Now, customers even heard them being called out by their name. Mind you, this Piemonte Deli has been going on for centuries. Well, yeah, centuries, right? Because centuries mean 10?
Yeah, centuries every 10 years.
No. Decade means 10. Century,
Okay.
century means
Decade,
100.
sorry.
So let's just say it's been there for almost a century. And so different generations has been visiting to go eat there. Because they're famous for their sausages, right? Because it used to be a meat deli, like you said. Or a meat market shop. And so they've claimed that they've seen people called out their name. And then since the place was taken over by the new owner, it was also claimed that they've seen stuff fall off the shelf. And we will leave everything in the description box below for you to check out for the research. But this is just from what we were told or read.
Right.
Read. But do you guys think that the Piemonte, how do you say it, Piemonte or Piemonte?
Piemontes.
Piemontes?
Piemontes.
Piemontes. So I don't know if it's Italian, so I can't probably pronounce it. But if you guys believe that the Piemonte Deli is haunted by Olga, who was the previous owner before, drop down a comment and let us know. But this is the history of the hauntings of the Piemonte Deli there in Tower District.
Yeah. But I imagine a ghost who makes people work.
Huh?
Imagine a ghost who makes people work.
Like in the area? Oh my god. I wonder. Hey, if you guys work there, let us know. Or if you did work there, let us know. Did you guys witness anything that we just talked about? Because we will want to know more. So if you're from Fresno, you already know. Let us know.
And if it's true, she's a very committed manager.
Yeah, right. We're not making fun of her. Promise.
No, we're not.
Was she down? What was the saying we used to always say? Moving forward.
Moving forward.
I feel like managers always say that. And we're just talking in general, not towards nobody. But I always feel like managers always go, well, moving forward. Like, because when you mess up. So let's, for example, you forgot to, I don't know, fix the fixtures or something in the office. The managers will be like, hey, can we have a conversation? Well, next time you need to fix this, you need to fix that. But moving forward. Well, let's move on to our next story. We're going to be talking about the haunted place here in Tower District. Our third story. Splash. Wool Club Splash. Wool Club Splash, yeah. Well, moving on to our next story, we're going to be talking about the haunted place in Tower District called Club Splash, where previously before it was actually called the Landmark Restaurant, and then previous before that it was actually called the Carnation Ice Cream Shop, where it used to be ice cream. Now, mind you, that place has been owned by different owners, and also it used to be mini restaurant and clubs. But here's the history before we get to the haunted story. Before it was the Tower House, before it was Landmark, and before it was today's Splash, the building on southwest corner of Olive and Broadway was Fresno's first Carnation restaurant / ice cream parlor. Best known for the stable of food products, the company also operated a series of eateries all over the West Coast. Its Fresno operation started in Tower District and added 2 other locations near Manchester Mall and Fashion Fair Shopping Mall. Since that place was owned by different owners and also different clubs and also restaurants, I found out one that actually stood out to us because it's haunted. Now, so before it was Splash and after it was the Carnation Ice Cream Shop, it was called Landmark Restaurant. So the owner name was Jack Barker, and he moved his business there to where Splash is now, on Halloween 1996. Now, the haunted story was that employees did not like working there alone. Kitchen was said to be haunted by shadow people. And then a lot of people says that if you keep your eyes directly in the back hall, you can see spirits moving on their own. And here's the thing. This happened in 1975, right? Now, I was saying that since we go to Splash, and did you notice anything there?
I never noticed anything there.
Me either. Well, I just think because we're all and just dancing.
There's a lot of people, and, who knows?
And we're just dancing, so we don't know even if it's haunted. Again, I've never felt no bad vibes there. Now, it was also said that during that time when it was called Landmark Restaurant, there was the owner allegedly tried to set it on fire in 1990 as arson, and also people even mentioned of someone being killed there as in a murder. And to me, I tried to do more diggings and we couldn't find it. Again, we're talking a little bit of the history and also the hauntings, but we're not talking about the subject in one episode. If you guys want to, I wouldn't mind. But this is just the diggings we did at the time, you know?
Well, that was crazy.
Now, if you guys ever been to Fresno and you went to Club Splash, did you guys know about all this? That it used to be an ice cream parlor, and then it was turned into different clubs and restaurant, and one of them named was Landmark Restaurant, and then was turned into Club Splash. Drop down a comment and let us know.
And if you have any stories, let us know too.
The fact that we went to Tower District all our lives and we never knew that these places were haunted. It's crazy to me. And again, we talk about haunted schools, we talk about haunted buildings, and now we're talking about haunted restaurants and its history. But the fact that these spirits are there just keeping
Roaming
track,
around.
roaming around, earthbound. Again, I don't know if they are earthbound, but this is just from what my intake is. And I just want to know, you guys, like, I'm still going to go to those clubs. You know?
Yeah,
What did you think about that?
I think that's interesting. I mean, well, of course, we never seen anything, but who knows? Maybe like in the back office or back rooms, maybe there's stuff going on there.
That's true. Drop down a comment, let us know. But thank you guys for joining the WitchDarkTales podcast. And every Sunday we post it on visual, and then every Monday we post on audios. But with that being said, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. And be careful and be safe out there. And we'll see you guys at Splash.
Bye.
I'm going to Splash.